Hello. Hey everyone. Hey Cristiana.
Hey.
How are you doing? Hey Neil.
Well, fine.
How are you doing? Already have people joining. Hi. Hi everyone. Welcome to another Thursday, another Postman live stream. We have people joining from all the platforms again, and we're very happy to see you all. I'm here today with Cristiana, who joins us from Portugal. Can you let us know who you are and what you do?
Hello, everyone. So thank you for the invitation, first of all. And I'm Cristiana, a developer advocate at OutSystems. And I'm here to talk a little bit about OutSystems, what it does, and help Arlemi if he wants to develop something with OutSystems.
In my struggles, basically. Yeah, we do. We'll definitely use a lot of OutSystems today. I think that's probably going to be most of the stream. Also, I'm Arlemi. We might have new people joining that don't know me. I'm a developer advocate at Postman, and I live in London, sunny London at the moment.
Nice.
Hello everyone. I see plenty of you. Shiva, nice to see you again. Rodney, Alexander, hello everyone. So what we do in the stream, we usually start with a quick, in case you missed it, and as I always say, we usually have Joyce that sings a quick jingle for us, but she's not here again today, so I'll be going through that on my own. But let me go ahead and share my screen. I actually don't think we had much new, but let's see. Sorry, people, but I'm about to remove your messages from the screen so you can actually see what's happening. And I'll still be reading them. So anyone, if you have any questions during the stream, put them in the chat. Cristiana and myself, we see them and we reply to them as they come. Actually, one thing that did happen. So if you've joined us in any of the last 2 or 3 streams, we've been talking about WebSockets since then, because that's this new protocol that we now support in Postman. So if you do anything with WebSockets, try it out. Let us know how it works for you. It's in beta. We're gathering feedback, and hopefully it's going to be out of beta soon. But yeah, that's one of the main ones. The other one is that we've just announced a new weekly show called Breaking Changes. So I'm going to post that link in the chat. But what that is our own chief evangelist that has a different guest every week, and they talk about just the API ecosystem, how some companies are handling their API first transition, plenty of API related stuff. So I'm going to post that here. And then, actually, is OutSystems API first? Do you know?
I don't think so, but good question. I don't think so.
Okay. That was not a trick question.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So that's pretty much it for the in case you missed it. So with that said, let's close that and talk about what we want to achieve today. So as we mentioned before, we have Cristiana today with us. She's coming from OutSystems, so we may as well leverage that. Another thing that happened recently was the Eurovision. And so Cristiana and myself, we're from Europe. Can't even say the European Union anymore. From Europe. And our respective country were taking part in that and had different scores. But it's for those of you who are not aware, the Eurovision is like a Europe-wide music contest. Every country participates, and then you're being rated by a jury and by the audience. So you just call or send a message and give a number. And it's always a fun moment to just like share and not talk bad about other people's music. But it's always an interesting time. And there's always a lot of like huge cliche about different countries. Like the one that we have from France, our representative is always usually someone that tries to be Edith Piaf. For those of you who know her, it's always like someone singing in French in a black and white like video clip, and that's pretty much all they do. But yeah, so we thought we would kind of mix the two, and what we're trying to do today. So I'm going to use Postman to do API first, actually. So API first being starting from an API specification. So I've created one for that stream, and we'll start from that and create a mock server, and then we'll jump into OutSystems. And do you want to walk us through what we're going to do, if you know, or maybe we're just going to figure it out on the go?
So hopefully, in the end of this stream, we'll be able to have a mobile app or a web app. We are not decided yet, but we'll decide on when the time comes, built with OutSystems and consuming the mock server that you're going to do in Postman. So a web app or a mobile app that will enable us to vote on our countries and do one little Eurovision for us.
Actually, what's OutSystems?
Okay, so yeah. Probably a lot of people here don't know OutSystems. OutSystems is a company that built a modern application platform. And what this means is that we have a platform that enables all developers to be faster developing web apps, mobile apps. In a summary, that's it. The cool thing about OutSystems is that it's a visual language. So it's a little bit of a different mindset that you have to go in instead of what we call traditional coding. But yeah, you will see that in the stream. So let's do that.
We already have a request to do a mobile app. Okay. My understanding is that it's pretty much I can just choose a button, and one is create a mobile app, and the other one is create a web app. So
and the cool thing, we can actually try making it a progressive web app. And people just scan a QR code, and probably they will vote too. But let's build the app first.
Well, I don't want to spoil it either, but it's a mock server, so you'll be able to vote and get a okay answer, but nothing's really going to happen.
Yeah, you'll just get a thanks for your vote.
You voted, yeah. But the advantage compared to the real Eurovision is that it's free. So there's that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get started. Then let me bring up my screen again. If people can't see, just let me know. I can zoom in more or zoom in less if it's too big. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to my workspace. So I'm actually going to do that in a public workspace because why not? So we have this one that's called the public workspace of your life. And I'll put the link in the chat as well. Because that's where we publish all the stuff from our different live streams. So if you've attended another live stream, you might be interested in forking one of these collection. And Deepanshu is asking, I'm guessing OutSystem is not free. It's a question for you.
You can have a free account because, well, Arlemi will be using a free account, and you will have your own environment, so you can try and build your apps. So yeah, you have a free tier for you.
Yeah, I think everything we're doing today is doable on the free tier. So that should be a great example of it. And Neil, who's from the UK like me, used to getting 0 points. Yeah, that I was a bit rough this year. Not gonna lie. But okay, so let's do the API first thing. So I'm in my Postman app, or Postman on the web in this case. I'll go ahead, click on New, and create a new API. I'll call it Eurovision, and it's version 1.0.0. Different schema you can use. I'm going for OpenAPI 3.0 because that's the latest one. And I'm going for YAML because I kind of like YAML.
Actually, let's go with YAML, but I'm not sure. I tried with some YAML specification and OutSystems didn't get it. But let's do it, and if we can do it, you can then change to JSON, right?
Well, I would need to find a converter probably because that should be a thing that should exist. I'm sure if I look for a YAML to JSON specification converter, there's going to be some.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm confident.
So I've created that. I'm going to go into define. So this one is the default. You can see it's like a one path user schema. I'm not going to use that one. As I said, I've created one before. Kind of cheating, but I didn't want to spend like an hour writing a specification. So what this one has, you can see on the left, two paths, one for countries with one method, which is just get all countries. So you can guess what it does. You call it as a get, it returns a list of countries. So it returns an array of JSON objects, which are countries. Then we have the countries/country code endpoint. And this one should have two methods. Oop, didn't copy the right one. There we go. That's better. So this one has two, a get. So basically kind of the same as the countries. I call that endpoint with a country code, for example, FR for France, and it returns the French country. So when I say it returns, we go down and see what this actually is. And then we have a post, and this one is to add the audience score for a specific country. So it takes JSON object as a parameter in the body, and it has two key value pairs. One is the type of vote, so it can be either jury or public, and then the other one is the score, which is an integer, so it can be 0 or it can be 400 and something for Italy, for example, because some people really liked Italy this year. But yeah, so let's have a look at what a country is. Country is an object. It has a country code. So again, like FR for France, PT for Portugal, country name, and artist. So as I mentioned, right, it's an artist fighting for their country or like competing for their country.
Yeah.
And then two scores, the jury score and the public score. Does that sound fine? Is that what you, because I know I sent you an email kind of describing what I would do, but is it fine?
I think it's fine, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I didn't quite look up in the chat. When you say visual language, any specific language OutSystem is using for visual?
Oh, so it's a language that it's the OutSystems visual language to program. So
okay.
The whole thing about OutSystems is that it developed its own language to program and to abstract all of the complexity of traditional coding.
Okay. With people joining from Tunisia, hello.
Hey.
People from Brazil, which I'm guessing probably, I mean, if they were watching, they would probably have voted for Portugal. We are using OutSystems here in my company. I'm very excited for this class. Congrats. Well, hopefully you'll stay excited all the way through and we can actually manage to do what we want to do. So let's skip to the next bit. So I have that API first, this API spec. What I'm going to do is from here, I'm going to generate a mock server. So when we get to creating that mobile application or web application, we can actually query it and not have to build a complete backend that works. So I'm just going to go ahead, create new mock server, generate from my API schema, and I'm going to call my collection Eurovision collection. There's a few settings here. What to use for the request and response parameter generation, how to organize the folders if you want to use the path, or the tags. I'm just going to go with all the defaults and not generate the collection. And then I need to name my mock server. It's going to be Eurovision mock. And I think, yeah, I'll save the URL. We're not going to make it private, so that's just FYI. If I click that, it means it would give me an API key, and I would need to use that API key to query that. I don't think we need to bother with that because it's just a demo purpose. So cool. So now I have that URL. It's been created, and I should have a collection that goes with it right here. Yeah, so nice. I've got my 3 requests, one that lists all countries, one that fetches the country by country code and what country public score. And we can actually try that straight away from here before we move on to OutSystems. So I'm going to just copy that URL and replace it here. Because obviously I don't want to use localhost. Oh no, I copied it. Go again. And now I should be able to get all countries, for example. Yeah. So I send it, and just magically it calls my mock server. And so I said it was an array, so it decided to send 2 back, and that's the example that it created. And I only had 1 defined, so it just returned friends twice. But we'll use that for now. We'll move on to the mobile app, and then if you have time at the end, we'll see how we can make that dynamic and kind of just generate random scores and random countries, etc. I mean, not random, just generate any country that exists.
Yeah.
The other ones should work too. If I send country code France, returns this. And if I had a score, so as I said, I need a country here. And then there's a body of type and score. So I could say 500.
Oh, thank you. You're so generous.
I was going to say maybe it wasn't enough to put you first, but so yeah, I get a 200. Okay, so my mock server seems to work, which is great. So I think we're ready to move on to OutSystems.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm nervous and excited. Let's do it.
I'm excited and not nervous at all because it's not on me. I'm just a puppet here. I'll just click the things you tell me to click. So I'm going to create a new account. Let me just check quickly if I received my email. I did not. Okay. So I'll go ahead and create a new account. I need to log out first. So I already had an account, but for some reason, I need to create a new one. So I'm going to go ahead. Suggestions. Can you give me a password? I'm just going to use the same one.
What?
Well, I'm guessing because I created the other one with the same. Oh, I'm logging in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that is also probably the issue. Yeah.
Let's see if it works here. I mean, if it's the biggest hurdle we face, I think we're good. But,
but it shouldn't be a hurdle. It hurts us if people cannot join.
Okay, I can start for free. Great.
Okay.
Hello from Cyprus. Hey.
Hey.
What is my use case? Today I'll be an OutSystems partner.
Okay. Fair.
And then my company is Postman. It's in the United States.
Actually, I could give you an URL. I'll give it to everyone that wants to try it. To not be this hard.
Industry, we're in. What are we in? Is there no IT? Telecommunication? Computer and technology, perfect.
Yeah.
Revenue range, I do not know. It is not super to 5 billion. But this one.
All right.
Thank you. People are saying we have an awesome stream. we're just getting started. Just wait a sec. It's going to get better. Hello, Tramalumpia. Nice to see you. I have that already, so I'm going to skip and continue. That's basically the desktop app that you need to use.
Yeah, so it's the actual IDE for developers that want to develop something with OutSystems. You have to download the OutSystems Service Studio, so it's called. Yeah, to actually do something, do the magic.
So I have this one, so I'm going to skip. And
it should be, yep.
Okay, so
don't forget now.
Yeah, I will verify it this time. Because that's actually the story behind it, is that I forgot to validate my account last time I created one, and I got logged out, locked out of my account. But not going to happen this time. Cool. So what do we do from now?
So while we wait, I can actually say that all the things that you navigated here were developed with OutSystems. So just to have a quick overview of what you can do with OutSystems, everything under outsystems.com is built with our technology. So
that's good.
That should be a good tease, right?
That's dog fooding.
Exactly. Yeah, and that as well. And so what we are waiting for now is it's creating your environment, your server, so you can use and develop your mobile applications. It should take around 1-2 minutes. Let's see if we are lucky this afternoon.
Can I sign into this Service Studio in the meantime?
I think you can. Let's try it, because everything changes. Oh, you already have one, so yeah, it's created.
Okay, so hopefully this is not going to use too much.
You used Gmail, I think, right?
No, I actually used Postman.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Did you verify it? Oh, okay.
You need to wake up your environment.
It's still probably...
Yeah.
Just go back to the browser, please.
Yep.
Okay, you have your OutSystems. Can you just refresh it just so I can check if everything's okay?
Yeah, someone's saying one more thing that Postman and OutSystems share, dog fooding. Yeah, definitely. We also use Postman heavily inside. Yeah, can I use that link to log in, maybe? Would that help?
I just want the one upwards, the manage link. Yeah. So this will redirect you to the other parts of the platform. So OutSystems is not just only the IDE, but it also has a DevOps component, and it's called Lifetime. So I'm trying you to log in there, because if you can log in there, it's because the server is already up. Sometimes it takes a moment.
Let's see.
All right. Okay, so you're in the environment. You already have some applications. You can now try it in Service Studio, and this is where you can deploy applications to production, manage your IT users, all that good stuff. Okay. But we are not here for that.
So I can try again.
Yeah, let's try it again. If not, we'll copy the URL that.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
So I need to go sign in with our man.
Let's try with that.
Oh, I'm guessing it's probably trying to connect to that one, which is.
Yeah, I think so.
All environment, yeah. So I get it from
the other one.
here.
Copy. Yep.
Can I just? Can I add a new one, or do I need to?
You just log in. So if you log in, it adds automatically to that list. You can close it, or you can delete that one if you want.
Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, cool.
And you can.
I can just do that. Okay, cool. Now let me find my password. Right here. We have a tendency to leak API keys, password, etc. on the stream. So I'm trying to be careful.
So we are also trying to do live streams. So that should be fun. Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, we are in. This is the IDE where everyone develops OutSystems applications, our developers, and myself as well. Arlemi, tell me what you want to do. Do you want to go I think that's it, or do you want me to guide you?
I can try, and then you stop me as soon as I'm going out of scope.
I like that.
For anyone who joined a bit later, we went to Postman, created a mock server. We can query that mock server as 3 endpoints, get a list of countries, get a single country, and update the country. And now I'm going to jump into OutSystems and try to create a new app, maybe a progressive web app, maybe a mobile app, maybe just a web app. But my guess is that I need to create a new application.
Yep, I would say so.
Okay, that sounds like a good start. And then we can take suggestions from the chat if you have any, but I'm thinking I'll have probably 2 or 3 pages. One is going to be the list of countries.
Yep.
One is going to be a single country, and the other one is just like a simple form with like choose a country, set a score type, and then a score, and I can use the post endpoint for that.
Yeah.
I'm going to start from scratch because I'm very confident that I can do that.
Yes.
Okay. And then, so we choose now. Let's see.
We now choose. I think there was one vote for the phone app, right?
Yeah. Should we go with that?
Do you want to give like 10 seconds for anyone that doesn't want a mobile app?
If you feel strongly about that. Question, are you using a paid version of OutSystem, or are you using the power of the free version? I am definitely trying the power of the free version. So everything, I mean, I literally just created the account. I've not used any discount code, like apparently the link for or whatever. So I'm completely, and we have, everyone wants mobile apparently. So mobile is the hype. So I'm going to go for that. Name, Eurovision.
Of course.
And trying to get the UK to more than 0 points.
Do you have an icon? Can we get an icon really quick? Because there's something cool here that it does for your mobile application.
And do you want me to...
Just search for...
Let me do that on the other screen.
Yeah.
I never know what I have. Actually, I can just use a Postman app for it.
Whatever you feel like.
This?
Okay. It could be that,
Okay.
Let's do it. Actually, since it's gray, it seemed like it didn't change the main color of the application, but it did change. So what I was trying to do here is that if you upload an icon, no, it's fine. It can be this one. If you upload an icon, it kind of identifies the colors of the image and chooses one primary and secondary color for your application. So it takes
I did with that one. It changed that one. That's very cool.
The little details.
No, that's cool. But I went for the most boring one. Deep on Shoe is saying, web is easy. Don't kill me, please. We won't. But I guess you just started a debate. I'll let the chat decide on whether you're true.
Exactly.
Or you're correct or not. I won't take part in that debate. Okay. So I'm not going to use that icon because might get sued by my own company, which I don't want that to happen. Let me use this one, this happy Postman app. Cool.
Yeah, that's a cute little beautiful icon.
And we can see it change again. Okay, create app. Which I'm guessing is creating an app in the background. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. So this is an OutSystems application, and it's composed by modules, what we call modules. We will start with a phone app, which is the front end part of the application that we'll be doing. But the OutSystems platform is a full stack development platform. So you can go to the database and all the logic that you need in your application until the front end. So let's start with the front end.
I think that's...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, that's where that's kind of the API first. Most thing, it kind of tries to decouple like what you need to do for each of them. So I'm guessing you can do some collaboration in OutSystems. So we could be the team that works on front end and that just uses the mock server. And then there's another team that's in parallel developing the back end, but we're not kind of waiting on each other, which is...
And so in good architecture, in OutSystems applications, you usually have this separate as well. So you can do you have a module just for front end and a module just for back end and for other parts of the application. So that's completely possible for sure.
Okay, cool. So create module.
Yeah, let's do it. We will probably won't go with the best practices here,
Yeah.
so let's
I'm
just try to build something.
I'm just gonna click all the red
Yeah.
buttons because that seems to just do the trick.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, it worked until
Okay.
now. Okay. So I have
Let's see.
screens, block, external site, and then yeah, that. So I've done some mobile development back in the days, and that looks a lot like the what you would have in Xcode, right? And you have your different screens, and you can organize like that. So I'm guessing that's some of that. So do I want a new screen?
I think so.
Okay.
Okay. Here you can choose some pre-built templates. I think we can use. You can choose in the left side. You have like a lists.
Yeah.
Let's see one that is simple and not too complicated. Or you can build it from scratch. So I'm okay with either one.
I like this one.
Okay.
Wait. Do I need to go for a mobile one, or can I use any?
Oh yeah, some of
Okay,
them are not.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It says it.
You
Okay.
have one in upwards, just because of one little detail that is list with filters. The one right, so it already has search and all that stuff. So probably
Okay,
that should
that's
be
cool.
better.
Let me call it country list screen. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, it has search. It has that sort.
Some
thing.
filters, yeah. We can
down.
delete all of that.
Yeah, probably get rid of that. I don't mind the search, I think. What is it? That's like a.
So that's the infinite
query?
loading.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So we
want
have
that?
our list, right? Oh, I think so.
Okay.
So we only have 2 countries now, but when we
Yeah.
have more, it will be helpful.
Okay, so how does that work now? How can I start querying and build based on that, or do
You
I?
can change everything that you want. So I would say that the request name will be like country or something like that, right?
Country name, and then we have
the code?
jury score.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, we can have the
Yeah.
code. Yeah. Oops. Oh no, that's fine. Country code, and then how do I go? No.
Oh.
How do I go to? Do I navigate like this? I don't know. I can't.
That's weird.
Let me do code name. Nice. And then score. Yeah, I'm guessing if I had a like magic mouse or something, I could probably scroll.
Yeah, but so if you go to the top left, you see the mobile icon in the toolbar.
Yeah.
So can you click? Can you click the?
Do you want me to
the one that is selected? Or? The one that is selected.
Yeah, I clicked it.
It doesn't.
No.
Okay.
Should I change to tablet?
If you want, yeah. So you can have a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's
okay. That's nice.
That's weird.
Got score, and then
you can delete that if
public. I think that's perfect.
Yeah. The score from the jury. You're right. Right.
So now this data I need to delete, or will it be replaced? As I add some stuff.
It can be replaced by the data that we have from the mock server.
Okay.
When we consume that, so but we can delete that and then we add it one by one if you want.
Okay. Yep. What do you mean that one by one? Like write it ourselves, or?
You can just drag and drop the attributes from the API and it will appear as it is right now, but with the correct binding to the
okay.
of the API.
But I guess we'll do that later then.
Okay, yeah, we can do this.
I don't know.
Do you want?
You tell me.
Yeah, we can do that later. We can.
Okay, so I'll just.
Okay, you're deleting. You're deleting. We delete. Yes.
It's gone. Is it? Wait.
So this is an image. Yeah, you have, and you have an if over there. So the little blue icon triangle is a if statement.
I just want to move it so I can actually delete this. Oh, and how do I delete the if statement? Do I right click?
Delete. Yeah, and this is some UI widgets that
Okay.
align the content to the content. You can delete all of those if you want.
Yep.
And we
It's
can.
gone. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks more like
So
this.
one thing that I usually do is that I publish this so I can have at least one version in my server. And to do that, you click that one green button that you have up top. And what this will do is it will take this visual language and transform it into .NET, React, whatever language is needed, compiles everything that is needed, and you should have an app ready to experiment.
It
So
is
if you
available.
use, yeah, it is. So if you click the blue button, and if you have Chrome,
Yeah, wait, it opened on the other screen. There we go.
and if everything went okay, there you have it.
Oh,
Oh, we forgot. Yeah, you can use your username, the one that you just created.
did I create? Oh, you mean the
The one that you log in. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
the login, the user that you log in automatically gets all the permissions you need to access applications.
Okay.
If we wanted to create other users, it would be another story. Okay, there you have it. So we have a login screen, a splash screen, and a list with no data, but we have it.
But it's a list. I like that. And I could search.
Well, actually, it has data, but we kind of
we kind of got rid of it. And there's an add already, which
it has an action, but it doesn't have
as well.
any code. Yeah.
Okay. I think we had a question. Let me go back to the chat. Excuse me, I'm a backend engineer. How does that mock server work? That's a good question. It's not out of scope. I mean, we're doing mock, so I may as well answer it. The way it works, and I'm going to revert to Postman quickly for that.
Go.
So we have this API specification that I created. And what it does, it creates a collection out of it. So that collection, and that generates examples. So for example, here you can see I have that example that has this written here. This one has list. So that is generated from the API specification. And then the mock server is basically just a call to that collection, and it uses these examples as the response. I could have more examples. So I only have one for each of these, but I could have an example for a bad request. I could have an example for not authenticated, etc., and add them. And then based on what you send in your request, it's going to send you the correct example that corresponds to what you send as a request. But yeah, it basically uses that collection as a reference for the mock server. So we'll see later if you get to it. I'll change this content, and when we query it again, it's going to change as well on the front end. So yeah, and then we had. Can you brief about this program? I'm just going to ask about OutSystem or about what we're trying to create, and then when you answer, I can give you more details. Cool. So back in here. What do we do?
Do you want to consume the mock server now?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so you see in the upright, you have processes, interface, logic, and data. So if you want to consume a REST web service or a SOAP web service or even ACP, but not important, you can go to the logic tab. And this is where you have the roles of the application, the exceptions that you want to create, and you can see that you have integrations right open. So if you want, I'm guessing it's a REST API that we just did.
Yeah.
Right click, consume REST API. And this is where the YAML comes in. So you can add one method one method at a time. That's what I wanted to say. Or you can use the Open API specification and add multiple methods.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, I'm guessing we tried that then.
Let's try that.
REST API, I see. Oh no, I can upload file. That's good.
Yeah, you can upload a file. Okay. I'm not sure if the endpoint will be able to.
Yeah, let me save the file then, because I don't think I have it on my system. In the meantime, and while I'm in Postman, let's see, there's two more questions. The base URL is a process listening. So the base URL you see here It's just variables in Postman that I'm using, so I don't have to change it in every request. And what this does, it just replaces, when I send a request, it just replaces that by this value that you see below. And this value is defined in my collection here. So that's the variable. And that's the URL of my mock server. So yeah, it's just a REST endpoint then at the end. So that there's no magic to this. This is literally just a variable. Is the collection in the collection that is mocked or when calling the mock server? Oh wait, mock servers are essentially stubs, but on the Postman server, so anyone can use the stubs. Yeah, that makes sense. In the collection that is mocked or when calling the mock server. Okay, and you're just asking. They're just having a discussion. Cool. Keep it going. Let me say this. I want to save here. Doing some stuff on my other screen. Don't mind me. Going to save that on. Ooh, that is risky. Where do I save that? I hate when I have to use stuff on my PC because we always have this case. So when we create streams like that, completely going out of topic here, but when we create streams, we need to create like social cards, and then we need to stalk people to find their pictures. So on my PC, I have this folder with pictures of random people. And whenever I open like this, like, I mean, we'll see, it's probably going to show up. But yeah, Eurovision, cool. So back to here.
Yep.
Upload file.
Upload file. Let's see how that goes.
Save. Oh, it's safe because it's actually looking for JSON. So it's probably not accepting YAML.
Yeah, but let's try it. I want to try it anyway, if you don't mind.
I don't mind. Let's go. Add methods, I guess.
Yeah, add methods. Yeah, sorry. I was just trying.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
so that comes the time.
Yep. YAML to JSON API specification.
I actually wasn't sure if we support YAML's specification or not.
Would this just work? Yeah, I'm not.
Of course, that is.
I wasn't sure about this one, but I mean, let's see.
Yeah, let's see.
Save it here. Change the name to JSON. I feel like there's more to it than just converting the neutral code. But
and I think I saw something that I think it won't work. But let's see it once again.
Okay. Let's see.
In the conversion that I said. Yay!
It was that easy.
Okay.
We should trust the computers more.
Yeah, true. So as you see, there's all the methods that you added in the Mock server. You just click finish and it will create all the methods in OutSystems wrappers, so to speak.
Postman export to JSON, I guess. You can't export to JSON as of now. I mean, you could export the collection, but you couldn't export the API spec that is in YAML to JSON. Okay, so yeah, they're here. This one is complaining.
It is.
Country code input parameter. Okay, that's fine.
No, but well, it's fine for you. In OutSystems, we kind of have this. It's called stream change. So whenever there's something that will not work, you cannot even publish. When you click publish, yeah, you can publish. So if you expand that, let's see, not that, or double click the method. Yep. Could it be because the country is localhost? So it's localhost. It has two slashes. Is it slash? I think it's slash.
Yeah, so there is two, but I think the arrows should be the one in all of them. Yeah, you see it's also here.
Oh.
And also here. No, I think it's. Oh, and now it's complaining. What? Okay, I'll give you double.
Yeah. Let's continue with that one.
We probably have to change that.
Yes, so that's not the problem. Let me read the warning. That's probably. It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
Okay.
I guess importing.
I just needed to update it just so it added data in the request. I think because now you can see. Oh no, in here.
Oh,
like these
okay.
staff query parameters. Okay, cool.
Okay,
Well, that
okay.
works.
So I think we can at least test. So yeah, double click the the all countries method,
Yep.
so we can test it. So you have a tab that is called test, and if you click test, since we don't have authentication or anything else,
So
let's see how that works.
yeah, probably won't work because we need to replace that with the mock server
Of
URL.
course,
So
of
let
course.
me.
You can do. Oh yeah, copy the base URL.
Yep, which is saved in my environment. And here. Do I replace directly? Is there a way? No, I guess I should have changed it. Yeah, that's my bad. I should have changed it in the spec before importing, but I can just.
No, but you can do it in one go. So if you if you close and you click the Eurovision, so you have the base URL there up top, down. So
nice.
local, you can just.
Okay, so I probably want to remove the slash from that one.
Yep, because in the
it's already added.
In each method,
yeah,
it is. Yep. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that looks like it. Cool. So now we can test.
Let's try again.
Please.
Yay!
Nice. I like to see things work.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, it's a very I feel like I make it look like I'm a very French-oriented person. I am French, so I'm sorry. But also, it just duplicated it. It could have created another one. But yeah. Okay. Cool. It's working. Very nice.
Okay. So how do we use that? Right. So do you want to try it?
Can I drag and drop? Because that would be nice.
More or less. Not yet, but well, actually, just try it.
What if I say country code goes here? No, it's completely.
No, it doesn't let you.
That is
because
sad.
you need to actually make the call when you
fair.
go to the screen, right?
Yeah.
So if you go to the screen in the interface tab.
Yep.
Yeah, you're always jumping into parts of the code, and you right click on the screen.
This one.
Yep, this one. You can see fetch data from other sources. That's what we will use. And it's called a data action in OutSystems. You can just call it get countries, for example.
Yep.
Okay. And then you can drag and drop the method to that flow. So if you
from
switch
logic,
to logic,
and I want to
all countries,
this one,
yeah, to the flow.
Just anywhere or in here.
It should be in the
Oh no! What have I done? No. Okay, I'll put it in here. Cool.
Yeah, and that's where the code runs, right? It has a start and end. So yeah.
Okay.
And as you probably saw, when we created that data action, it also has an output. That will be where we can assign the response from the all countries to the output that we are expecting. So if you expand there, it's text by default, but we want that to be like the data type of our response. That should be a structure.
A structure. Okay.
I cannot. Your face is on the
right on the
no worries.
Yeah, that works.
I'm guessing that it also created when we imported the API, but it could have something if you go down, scroll down.
Oh, it's like all the way
down. Those are entities, and now we are in the structures, and you should have like a country. Okay, we have that should be like the response of our API, right?
Nice. Yep.
Just one thing, we want a list of countries. So if you double click, I'm not sure if the double click is in the data type where it's called data type.
Nope. Let's show it again. Double click here. Here.
Yeah. And you click country and you just search for a list and click enter or okay. So now we are expecting a list of countries. That should be the response from the API. Yeah. And now you can drag and drop the output into the flow once again.
In here.
And it will create an assign statement. And you can say in the right side where you have like that red thing, you can just say that the output would be, you can expand it because it will have that suggestion, the response from the API. And that's it. Okay, so now we have the call and assigning the response to something that the screen will be able to read. If you double click now the country list screen.
Country list screen, which is here.
Yep. You can now do what you wanted, that is to drag and drop something.
Okay,
Yep.
so country name.
Yep.
Cool. No, that's country code. Damn. Okay, country name.
Yep.
Score jury.
Yep.
Oh, I need the artist. Sorry, country code.
Go ahead, yeah.
You're gone. I don't really care about the country code. Artist.
Okay,
Cool.
so one more thing, because I forgot this. So if you click, I don't know, in the public thing, the cell, public cell.
Yep,
that one.
You want this one or this one? This one.
It's fine. I just wanted to highlight down here, you have a lot of icons put together down left.
Yep.
So you want to click the database kind of.
Yep,
that one. So this is a table records. It's a widget where you can just use a table in HTML per se. And you can see in the right that you have a properties panel, and the source is the get requests list. And this was the code that OutSystems gave you, so when you chose the template. But that's not what we want right now. And what we want is the get countries. Nice. Yeah. So what happened here is it was binded to the other list that we don't want anymore. And I think it's the sort that is not working. So if you click that, you see the sort attribute. Oh no, it was fine. No worries. Yes. And now it should be country name.
Yeah, probably country name. Cool.
And do the same for the others.
Yeah. Okay. Artist, country.
Is this okay, or am I going too fast? Or because I'm really excited and
we'll see what people say, but it's very good for me. I'm just gonna show something because I've had a question about showing where I've put the API. So
go ahead.
I'll send it's in that workspace, and I'm going to put the link in the chat. You can access it. So that's a public workspace. Anyone can access that URL. And then if you go to the APIs tab on the left, then Eurovision. You'll find it here under the Define tab. So you should be able to access that and play with it. So you can create a mock server from there as well if you want to play with it. I think I've left my email here. Don't spam that email, please. But if you have a question, you can reach out. But yeah, cool. So that's very. So is it deployed automatically, or do I need to publish it?
You have to. That's the only thing that is not automated.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. Like you don't want to. I like things that autosave, but sometimes you just publish and it's not working. It's not the best. Okay, so let's see.
You can go ahead, and this is where everything can go wrong, because we change a lot of stuff. Oh, look, it's working.
And I could sort.
There it is.
Sort. Okay, I did manage to break it, but it's working.
Technically,
that's not a needed feature. I think to sort for now. That's very nice. Cool.
Okay.
I'm
happy. So the search we didn't bind it to the response, but we can do that.
I can't check if it works because obviously.
Well, if you search for Portugal, it should not appear anything, right?
Makes sense.
But it still appears because we didn't bind it to the response.
Okay. Can I just do that by doing this?
So you should have a non-change somewhere on filter. Not sure because your face is once again.
There you go.
Okay. So on search, and you can scroll down.
Yeah.
Events on search, and you can actually if you double click on change on the property name.
Yep.
It's for you to choose. So what I wanted is for you to open the action. Forget to cancel. And in the screen you have a list of a lot of stuff. Down, if you scroll down, you should have like that client action that is called
here
on search. Yep. You have it there. The on search. If you double click that, it will open the logic.
Okay.
And so what it's doing is it's refreshing the get requests aggregate that is like a query in SQL. What we want to replace that with the call to get countries, right? So if you drag and drop the get countries into that get requests, it should replace it. Done.
Just like that.
I think so. So
Okay.
one thing that our API doesn't have is a search keyword. So we won't have like a filtering option.
True. Yeah. Fair.
And I just remembered that.
Okay, that's fine. It's
We
not
won't have a search.
I don't think it's a priority. Okay, let's go back to that screen. So we did one screen. Very nice. We can have the one. I feel like the one for one country wouldn't be so different. So maybe we can do the form one,
Okay.
the post one, because that would be a bit different. Okay, so let's do. Let me see if I can figure it out.
Okay.
I want a
Don't
new
forget
screen.
that you wanted the add to use the add thingy.
Yeah. So this needs to be judge. Why not? And then main flow, ice screen.
You can do an empty one if you want.
Let's see if they have a there's
Yep.
form one. Oof, these are complicated forms. This one's fine. User detail, that's
Okay,
very
yeah.
nice. Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take this one. It's going to be called score country. Okay. Just going to remove that. Okay, so what's your opinion? And then, so we said our API takes, let's have a look what it takes. It takes body, so it takes a path parameter of the country code, and then it takes body, and there's two key values. One is the type, so audience or like jury or public, and then the score. Okay, so we need this to be. Will we be able to edit the request to add the country code? Or should we just?
I didn't understand the question.
So basically, if you look at that request, post score, the country code is here. Are we able to pull from the form and change that in the request?
I think so. I think I understand your question, and yes, if let's do like I think I
okay,
understood.
And if not, we just hardcode it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is country code. This is type of. Are you judge or public? Jury or public, I think. Oh, no, what am I doing? It's complaining because.
Oh. Okay. I can see the warning.
Oh, wait, we can do, for the sake of this, which is probably going to be easier.
Okay, yeah. I think everyone can see anyway.
Yeah, if it's big enough.
So this is the accessibility part of the platform where it generates all those accessibility tags for you. And since you changed the text, and I think that's what...
it's complaining.
I think it changed the ID of it as well. But I'm not sure if... Because I didn't remember the label, but I think that's...
Label was type.
Oh, so yeah, and now you see last name label?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think somewhere in there, by changing the text, it also changed the ID of the thing.
Yeah, I think I deleted something and I was editing the wrong thing.
Okay, probably that as well. Yeah, okay.
Plenty of chat on the chat, but I think they finally sorted it out. So yeah, I think the main question is how are mocks like sorting all these things. I'm going to send an extra link for that from the Learning Center, which is mocking with example, understanding example matching. So that page, which is a bit heavy to digest, walks through all the regex system that works between the curtains for the mock server that makes sure that when you send a specific request, it matches it to the right example response on the mock server. So actually, I think it's been updated and it's much more digestible now. So I'll put that on the chat as well, and I think that should help you. Cool. And then I don't want an email. I need to have a score. See, I did it again. What did I do?
That's weird.
But if I do like this, it works. And this can go.
Yeah.
How do I select? I can do it on the right, maybe?
Yeah. So if you click widget tree,
widget tree.
and left widget tree, there's something. Yep. You
okay.
can have the whole DOM per se.
Nice, I like that.
And you can delete it there. Yeah, it's easier that way.
And can I change the type from here as well?
Oh, you can just click one time on the input. So
this one?
Yep. And you can say in the right input type is
nice. Number.
Yep.
Cool. And now it's complaining because
it's binded to something else. Because it's binded to the variable.
Yeah.
That is something that you can. So it doesn't get very confusing for the people here. We created a screen where there was some sample data, and what OutSystems does is it takes the data from the database, analyzes all that, and creates a screen with all the inputs in the correct data types. Since we are changing that, we will have a little bit more manual work in here. So what we will do, if you switch the widget tree view, once again, you just click the widget tree again, and expand the score country, and you can right click and choose add local variable, and we can do then this the other way, but let's call it score, and you can change the data type to number. Yep.
Or
it should be
integer.
Yeah.
Okay.
We create another one for jury or public, which would be a boolean, right?
So it was here, add local variable. This one was called type. And this is a text, very nice. And then we want another one, which is code. Oh, no. Name. What did I do?
I'm not sure.
Add local variable? Yeah, okay. Code. And then this is text as well. Cool.
Okay. I think the type didn't stay text.
Yeah, I feel like
it mapped to another thing.
Oops. Text. Cool.
Okay. And now you can go back to the input.
Yep.
And let me just check one thing. Yeah. So once again, down in the left side, you have those icons where we clicked before. If you click the 2 rows, Yep, that one. So this is a form, and it's fine. I just wanted to check if it had a bind somewhere. Input, and now you can assign the variables to the variables that we just added. So this is like a binding of the inputs to the text that we'll input. It will be binded to that local variable.
I click and select?
Yep, click.
Okay, click.
And then you have the variable and you change it.
I see. Okay.
Yep.
So this one is score. And this one is type. And this one is code.
Yep.
Cool.
And that's it.
Very nice. This one is send. Oops. See, I did it again. I went out of the... Okay, so I think that's my... Yeah, it probably would have been easier to do from scratch instead of like trying to rebind these
I
things.
think so. I think sometimes it is easier.
Okay.
We have 2 errors. Not sure why.
We do. Can't identify employee ID. Can probably delete that one.
Yeah, delete that. Let's see. Yeah, and you can delete the get employee. So it's a yellow one because it's not being used, and that's fine. Some code, once again, that we used because we are using templates. Now we want to call the post method, right?
Yeah.
So we have already a save on click screen action that is binded to the button. If you open that, and then I think you already know what to do.
Okay, so
you can delete that as well if you want.
I can delete.
So that is a useful one because it checks if the mandatory fields are filled, and if not, it doesn't send a request. Yeah. The message.
Do we care if it's valid?
Do we care?
I don't.
Okay.
So it's gone. And then this will replace it with post score.
Let's see if that works. Yeah, because it's a different type. So that will be the feedback message that we can pop up when we click the button. But yeah.
Yeah, it's gone. There will be no pop-up message. Okay, cool. So now what do I need to do? I need value expression. Oh, okay. Can I? Yeah. Very nice.
I like that. Thank you.
Is it going to replace it?
Yeah, it is the code. Yeah.
Nice.
So was that what you were asking me?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I understood it.
Okay, yeah, that's actually pretty cool. If it can replace it. I mean, I don't know if that's going to do it, but if it does, it's pretty cool.
It is. So what will happen if you type PT or FR or wherever? That will be the country code in the URL.
Nice.
In the endpoint URL. Cool. Yep. Okay, nice.
But now I do need to edit the body as well.
No.
Using.
Okay.
How do I do that?
So double click the thing.
This one?
The method in the right side.
Yep.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
So basically this, instead of being hard-coded, should be a variable that pulls the type. And then this, instead of being hard-coded, should be a variable.
From the form?
Yeah.
Okay, so none of this is hard-coded. Okay. This is just for test. So that OutSystems knows the structures that it has to create in order for you to then do all the magic in OutSystems. You can click cancel or finish. It will be the same. What we need to create then is a variable of the type request. Okay.
Okay. So here.
Yeah.
New local variable.
Yep.
Type.
If you call it request, it should auto.
Yeah.
Not that request. Once again, yes, down there in the structures, scroll down. It should be there. No.
Post score request.
Probably.
That's the name of our request. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And then.
And now what we can do, since we already have variables, two things we can do here, right? We can delete the type and score that we created that are binded to the form. Okay. Or we can just, from the left side, we can just drag and drop an assign before the post score. If you left side, you have left.
Left.
Yeah, it's left, right? Because I'm a little bit dyslexic. Okay.
It is.
You have an assign node?
Assign, yep. Here?
Yep. Okay. And now you say in the right side, so you're always jumping. You can choose select variable just because you want to actually, and if you expand the request, you click type.
Yep.
Okay.
And then value is my variable in that case.
Yep, that's. And then next one, you can choose auto assign and it will do the rest for you. Okay.
Okay. Cool. That's cool.
Okay. So now in the post score, what we want to do in that, in the action that we drag in the flow.
Yeah.
Because it's extracting a request, right? Mm-hmm. In the right side. So you assign that variable to it. And that's it. So you should have in the body the type and code that we just assigned from the form to this variable that we created, and the country code that comes from the form as well.
Well, we can try it. Can I try it from Can I try it from here? Wait, let me go back to the...
You can. So if you go to logic, oh no, you can try it from the
Okay.
screen here. Yeah, you have to publish. Yeah.
I'll publish then. Because one of the things, we then should have the logs on the Postman side as well, so we can see what happened. If it went. Let's see. So
Let's hope so. Okay.
I didn't bind it to this.
Oh yeah, we forgot that. Yeah,
Okay.
we can do it then.
We need to do that. So I'll go back to my country list, and then this is...
It's just a text.
I want that to be a button.
Yeah, it's a button. Actually, that's why it's pretty cool to have someone else experimenting with this. So if you click the text,
if I click the text,
the judge, and you click widget tree,
yep,
you then have the button,
And here I can say,
if you scroll down, you have that action, but you can navigate directly to the screen that you just created instead of going through an action. So as you were, click.
Yeah, okay. And
sorry,
here...
I'm being very confusing.
That's fine.
Make flow score country. Yep.
That should do it?
Yep.
Okay, let's redeploy.
Yep.
Come on.
Let's go.
So this is still working, which is nice. I can click on this, go to here. I'll give it a country code of UK. It's going to be public, and the score is going to be 1.
Yeah. Let's not be. Yeah, exactly.
You can send. So I removed the pop-up. So hopefully something worked. I guess if I look at the network here, I would see... I should have done it
You had
before.
to add it open, But you can, just click again.
Action post score, it went to... Something happened, anyway. Here. Request type. Okay, so I'm not sure where it went. So let's see on the Postman side. So I have my mock server here. And I'm getting some stuff here, So 8.14, 8.13, that's probably the 2 ones that we sent. Let's see what came around. That's fine. So it's coming from OutSystems platform. Very nice. It's not someone just spamming my mock server. Hopefully no one in the chat got that URL and it's just like spamming. And we have the request body that I was expecting as well. Cool. That's very cool. Okay. That is very cool. I'm very happy with that. And then obviously I spammed it again because why not? And it's just the same. Cool. Okay. So obviously, we did it. Obviously, it's not updating any database somewhere. Sadly, one thing that I do want to try. Let me see. I'm actually not entirely sure. But what if I edit that example? Say, Beauty. What do you know the name of your?
The Black Mamba.
Yeah, Black Mamba. And then,
actually, it's one of my favorite bands in Portugal. So
okay, so I won't say anything bad.
No, go ahead, please.
No, I actually like them. So, what do you know the score by any chance, or do we just make it? You probably have about like 150 from the jury, maybe a bit more.
I actually think it was a bit more, but it's fine.
Okay. I'll give it 200, and then public was probably about 320. Let's say.
Not really, but okay. I accept it. If that was true, I think we were tied with France. So.
Yeah, true. And I'm going to add it twice just to see. Actually, we can do UK. I'm editing that, not knowing whether it's actually working or not, because I've not played with that before. I do not know his name, but we just call it James because that's a good name. And I'm sorry, but yeah. Okay. So now if I send it from here, it's definitely going to use. Okay, cool. And it's calling the mock server. So I'm guessing now if you go back to our application,
you just refresh it, and it should
refresh it.
Well, in the list. Oh, okay. Yep.
Nice.
There.
Okay, cool. So that's cool. That is very cool. I just want to try one more thing.
Go ahead.
So we have. I mentioned earlier, we have a library that allows you to generate random stuff. So I'm going to copy this one. Yeah, fair enough. I'm not in the example. And I'm going to add, let's have a look. So we have dynamic variables. So we want a name, a random name. Let me do random first name. Okay, and then random last name. We want a random country. Oops. I don't know if you have. We actually have random country codes as well.
Nice.
Cool. Let's all this, and then we have random country. So the problem with that is that both of them are going to be random, so they definitely won't be tied unless we get really lucky and we actually find the same one. And then we can find a random number. Nope. Random integer. Nope. Let's see. There we go. Random int. That's the one. Here. And we want this one twice. We try to call it from here to see what happens.
So it will be random every time you click.
Yes, it will be different every time.
Okay.
So it did work. Very nice.
Yeah, it did.
I am not entirely sure what that country is, so I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to be wrong and offend anyone. Tanzania, this one I know. That person doesn't exist or maybe exists. It's completely random. And just random score. So I'll just put plenty of it just so we can actually try on the OutSystem if it works, the pagination and stuff. I don't know if it's built in, but
it is. But we need the page number and all that.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It put everyone on the same page. Fair enough. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I can't scroll like this because I'm not on the mobile. But yeah, we have plenty of new countries joining the Eurovision apparently. Jamaica, Haiti, Liberia. Funny enough, there's very little countries from the UK, from the EU. There's actually none somehow.
Yeah. Iceland.
Iceland actually did very well for anyone that followed.
Yeah,
yep. And then if I wanted to add one, I could go here, country code. What was Iceland? Is it IS? No.
I'm not sure.
We'll just go with SW, which is maybe Switzerland.
I think it's Sweden.
No, then
Switzerland, I think it's CH. But once again,
it is. No, actually, it is.
Not sure.
And we'd say it's public vote, and we'll give them just a few points and send that. I definitely should have added there a thing. Let's do that before we finish. So
I'm gonna leave you.
It's not logic actually. It's here. I want to be in score country. And then I want to be in save on click. And here I want to add a message maybe that says, oh, there's no response though. But that would work though, right?
It would. Well, it would
if I had a response,
be
right?
empty. Yeah.
Well done. You did it. Does that work? Can I just put a
it does. Text? You just have to put into commas. It's not commas. It's thank you.
Double quotes.
Yeah, thanks.
Yep. Oh, that's why.
And you can choose if you want an info or a success message or.
Great success. Oops, I deployed. Let's do it again.
Yep.
And then go through the whole thing again, and we should see people on the list will be different because, again, quick calling that random list with Devin Bailey and Rosalind Harbour, obviously well known. And let's do this one. I'm running out of IDs, so I'm just going to go
Yeah.
for ones I have in my head. Nice. Well done, we did it. We made it. Cool.
I'm really happy.
That was very cool. Let's have a quick run through what we did because we definitely lost people along the way. Some people may have joined and it may get confusing in what we've tried to achieve. But basically, starting from the start.
Yep.
We started in Postman. Let me close all these tabs. We started in here with this API and an API specification here that I had created before the stream, and it had 2 paths and 3 endpoints, 3 methods total. One to get all the countries, one to post a score, and one to get a single country that we've not used, but it would have been pretty similar to that one anyway. From there on, we created a mock server that we then deployed and created from OutSystem. And on the OutSystem side, we've created a new account, which was an achievement. And then we went to here. I'm just joking. It was just, actually, you need to give me that link if you want me to share it with the
Sure.
viewers. But we went here, created 2 pages and linked them together. One is the list of countries, which calls the get countries endpoint and lists them on the page. And the other one is the score country, which is a form on which you can put a score, a country code, and type of jury or audience. And it edits the request on the fly, sends it to the mock server as well, and comes back with the answer that says, well done, you did it. So that was very interesting. One thing that I've been mentioning here and there was API first, which means you start with your API specification and then your different teams can work in parallel. So again, we could imagine, because the thing that we are missing here is you actually put a score and it updates somewhere and then you can create again. So imagine you have another team that works on your implementation of that. Actually, while I'm talking about that, and we have someone mentioning server stubs. Oh, I think it's only on the app. So let me quickly check here. Oh, it's not anymore. Okay, we have something regarding code, but I can't see it anymore, so I'm not going to say anything. Cool, that's fine. Where are you? Okay, cool. Did I miss anything? Or is that what we've done?
I think you didn't miss anything. I think that's it.
Cool. So let me go back to our faces. No, that was me. That's us. Cool. So Cristiana sent me a link that I can share with everyone. So it's for you to get started. I'm going to put that on the chat and actually show it on the screen as well.
That's
I think
the simpler.
Yeah, instead of trying to go from the login page. And I think I was sent a few links as well to share from your colleague. Let me go here.
Oh, yeah. So Sydney has a podcast where she talks with very cool people.
Like me.
And like you, exactly. And I think she's shared the links for the podcast. And
that's actually, before we do that, let's move on to community shoutouts, because that's the perfect one. And yeah, one thing I do want to shout out is that podcast that I was very nicely invited to. I think Cine just reached out to me on LinkedIn. We had a first chat, and then she was like, "Oh, do you want to come on that podcast?" And I was like, "Yeah." And we recorded that podcast. So I think that's the link to mine, but there's podcasts with plenty of other people. It's just in general around tech stuff, right?
Yep. So we have, right now we have 2 seasons and we are working on the 3rd one. The first one is about career development and the second one is more about technology. So how a developer can develop his career, her career, and how technology works. That's why we were on the 2nd season.
Yeah. And yeah, so if you were interested in mine, I'm chatting a bit about Postman history, API first again, and kind of I do chat quite a bit about how DevRel uses Postman or this type of tool to enable other people to use APIs. And then actually I had a better link to share for the building with OutSystems. So I've shared one, but please, if you want to create an account, use that one because I'm pretty sure it lets them know that it comes from us. So it's a nice thing to use. But yeah, anything else you want to shout out?
So I'm going to do that shout out, that cliche one, but it's because I saw that a lot of people from the OutSystems community were here. So shout out to those people that were here, because if something went wrong, I surely could use their help. So thank you for being here. And of course, to everyone that's watching.
Yeah, I mean, if you're shouting out your community, I have to shout out my community.
Exactly.
Obviously, I mean, we've had. I've seen a lot of people asking. I've seen Postmanos joining as well. Abiram, you were around and you were answering questions when I was too busy trying to click on things. So that's very nice of you. But yeah, thank you anyone that joined. Hope you had a good time. Hope you learned some stuff about mock server and what we can do with OutSystems. I'll be that collection that is still online. I'm going to add some documentation to it and some links as well. So if you get back to it later, you can look at it and see how that works. This video that we're in right now is going to be available on YouTube as well from tomorrow. Then you can just see it or watch it when you have time later, or in times 1.5 because we're too slow. It's up to you. But yeah, can you give a quick recap how to set up mock server? Yes, very quick. Let me run through that. Look at that. You're lucky because we have 1 minute left. So there's different ways to do it, but the way I did it was I started from an open API specification here. So in Postman, created a new API, imported that, and then there's a develop tab here, and I just added a mock server there. So you can create a new one, either use an existing collection, generate from your API schema, or create a new one, and then you define your endpoints yourself. Yeah. And obviously, if you're interested in that, there's always the Learning Center. And if you just look at, actually what's here, setting up mock servers, just that link, then that should be it. So yeah, that was the very quick run through how to set up a mock server. I'm seeing a lot of thank you. It was perfect. No, you were all perfect. Thank you for joining again. We'll see you next week. I think we want to do some Roomba hacking. We have no clue if that's going to work, so maybe not. I actually don't know if it's next week or the week after. It might just be creating a Chrome extension. I don't know. It's in the schedule. Same if you go to the Learning Center in the front page, all the upcoming streams are there. So yeah, thank you again, Cristiana, for joining. Thank you for leading me through all that.
Thank you for trying.
Wait, are you saying I did not succeed?
No, you succeeded. You succeeded.
Just joking. Yeah, thanks a lot, everyone. We'll see you next week, hopefully. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.